beautiful soul. I have my tea. I hope that you have yours as well. Grab some water, get cozy. Today, I really just want to take a moment and talk with you about self-love and self-acceptance. I just hope that you're able to just relax, allow any anxieties to soothe, because you know that you're in a safe space. So my perspective on self-love comes from being a plus-size woman, but that's not really just where self-love and self-acceptance, needs to come from. It doesn't have to be about being overweight. It really is about loving ourselves wholly and completely. I think one of the most important things to remember, and the key to a lot of my self-acceptance, is that you are the way that you are for a reason. We don't need 10 other people, to be exactly the same. We don't need another copy of someone that you admire. We need you in all of your glory, with all of your idiosyncrasies, with all of your uniqueness. The world needs you, because you wouldn't be the way that you are for no reason. The things that you've gone through in the past, the battles that you've overcome, you are the person who has overcome 100% of your hardest days here on earth. And that shapes you, that changes you. Everything that you go through creates the person that you are right now listening here to me. And that's what the world needs, for you to shine your unique light out into the world. Because if you're constantly trying to fit in, to conform, to be like other people, you're not honoring your uniqueness and the reason that you are the way that you are. I know that sometimes that can come with a lot of struggles. I know. I've been there. But I really would encourage you as much as you can to just keep remembering that you are the way that you are for a reason. And it may not make sense today. It may not make sense tomorrow. But let me tell you, if you had told me 5 to 6 years ago that I would be sitting here talking to an audience of thousands of people about my struggles with self-acceptance, loving myself, loving my body, to go on this big journey of self-love and rediscovering myself, all the while so I could sit here and share that journey and help other people, I would never believe you. But what a beautiful outcome to come of something that was really difficult and hard for me on my journey. And so you will also have a purpose to the pain. The things that you go through will help other people in the future, whether it's just helping your neighbor, helping your child, helping your sister, helping your mother. The things that we have to overcome are lessons for us. It's like, imagine that your life is a book. You have chapters that are written about every single thing that you've gone through. And whatever it is that you're struggling to accept about yourself is just another chapter in your book. And you'll look back in 10 or 20 years at that struggle and that really, really hard moment of self-acceptance and realize how much wisdom has come from that struggle. I think it's so important to remember that disparaging comments about yourself, thinking negative about yourself in any way, is so normal and so much more common than you would think, because of the world that we live in, the conditioning that we have from society. We have to be bright and happy all the time. We have to look a certain way. We need to present ourselves in this way, whatever it might be. Whether it's towards women, towards men, towards non-binary people or trans or whatever it is, there's all of these perceptions, all of these things and ideals that we are meant to achieve as a person. And often when somebody goes against the norm, against the societal standard, you have to remember that these feelings come up because we have been literally conditioned since we were children that certain things are normal, certain things are not normal. So of course, when we start going against the way that society has preached and brainwashed us since we were little children, it's going to trigger us as well. It triggers other people, and that's why they project that dogma onto us. But of course, it's going to trigger us as well because we were also a part of it. That's a part of our conditioning. These conditionings are what you look like, how you speak, how loud you are, your personality, how you're meant to act. And it could be even roles that you have within your family or within your life. I even know accepting my personality, the voice that I have, how loud and extra I can be. Motherhood and having children has so much conditionings around it. We all just have these roles that we have to play in society because that's just the way that it's been done. So when we then go against the grain, when we take a step back, like come out of the program, come out of the matrix for a second and realize that we don't want to fulfill that role, or we don't want to be that person, or even sometimes just we don't have any control. We just aren't the person that everyone around us wants us to be. How do we love and accept ourselves when it is put onto us that we have to be a certain type of person or personality or whatever it is that you are struggling with to accept about yourself? It's important to remember that sometimes we're actually comparing our journey to another's. No one is going to be like you because you are unique. You also have to remember that the age of social media is so small compared to human history, and we are not meant to constantly be in comparison with all of these things. Our brains are not meant to be stimulated the way that they are. It's why we have so many issues, because we're not meant to have this constant bombardment of information, of comparison, of micro rejections constantly on the internet, in business, through social media. Remember that we are animals at our core. We are a part of the animal kingdom, and we're not meant to be exposed to all of this stuff, but we are. So we have to govern ourselves accordingly when we're navigating this crazy sea of social media, technology, comparison, and all of the social things that are now normal. I would say the biggest thing that helped me find love for myself, love for my body, love for my belly and my arms and all the things that I really once struggled with and had harsh words to say about myself, was actually gratitude. Because the thing is, if you're looking at a situation or yourself with a negative mindset, it's so easy to just continue to perpetuate that mindset constantly, and we need something to help shift it, out of place. And the beautiful thing about gratitude is that it plants this seed of love. And the practice that I would recommend is, especially if it's your physical body that you are struggling to, accept, or your personality or something like that, do this practice. And I did this pretty much every week for like 2 years. And that is one of the big things of my journey. And it's placing your hands on every part of your body. It takes maybe 10 minutes, so make sure you do it all. And you tell yourself why you're grateful for it. I'm grateful for my mind, that it allows me to think, to speak, to go out into the world and be the person that I am. You go through everything. I'm grateful for my arms, that it allows me to connect with the world, to do my job, to feel, to touch. I'm grateful for my legs. They allow me to walk and see the world, and I'm so grateful for them. Go through every bit. I'm grateful for my belly. And my stomach is the house to my life. So why are you grateful for the things in your life, or the things within yourself, your personality? Find gratitude, plant seeds of gratitude throughout yourself. And I'm telling you, because it worked for me, so I know at least works for one person on this earth, but gratitude allowed me to stop seeing the things that I really didn't like in this negative way. And I started to appreciate them genuinely. Because you ask yourself, what would I be doing if I didn't have my legs? What would I be doing if I didn't have my stomach? What would I be doing if I didn't have my arms? That I'm sitting here tearing myself to shreds over something that I can't accept about myself. But what would I be doing if I didn't have that? So I need to be grateful for it. I need to be so thankful that this is the body and these are the situations that I have going on currently. And I know There are plenty of people who are not able-bodied like me, who have disabilities. My husband's a support worker for disability, and I know so many beautiful people who have different disabilities and whatnot. And so maybe that's not something that everybody can do. Maybe there is something that, you know, you can't find gratitude for, and that's okay as well. We're all different, we're all unique, and no one's journey is going to be like mine, and my journey is not going to be like yours. But this is just one of the biggest things that helped me kind of start to just love myself again, because these seeds that I was planting that were gratitude all of a sudden bloomed into genuine love and appreciation and almost like admiration for my body, that it has been able to get me through 100% of my heaviest and hardest days, you know? All of a sudden, I was grateful for my mind, even though I've struggled with different mental illness and just imbalances within my mind. I was like, wow, I have gotten through so much and I'm standing here, you know? Sometimes gratitude is just that thing that will shift those heavy and hard feelings about ourselves. So I hope that maybe some of these things you needed to hear today. I definitely have lots to say on the topic, and I'm sure I'll make more videos as I go along. Like I said, I want to create a moment for you where you can stop, take a breath, and I want to talk about mindfulness, mental health, healing, a little bit of spirituality, but this is kind of like, just a very flowy, peaceful corner of the internet for you to come to weekly. I want to pick a day and make sure it's a weekly video, plus my normal videos that I create, which are about like a topic, or I'm like showing you, I don't know, something themed. It's just a very different energy. In fact, Spirit showed me the two kind of like images. This video is like the serpent. It's flowy, it's like the divine feminine, very healing, very like dreamy and mysterious. And the other video, my weekly video, is like the lion. It is this courageous, divine masculine, very ordered and organized and filmed in advance because it's like this strong, powerful presence. So welcome to the serpent video. No idea what I'm going to call them, but I hope that maybe some of the things that I've shared have helped. Thank you so much for being here. If you're not subscribed, please join. I would love for you to become a part of my mystical online family. Sending you all many blessings. I love you. Bye.